Like, when you ask that question, when you say to one of your friends, how are you? Take that moment to actually listen, to actually hear, like, are you okay? Like, mean it. Like, how are you? Like, what is happening? Are you doing okay?
As a therapist, like, I'm dealing with the pandemic while I'm trying to support my clients dealing with the pandemic, and parents are dealing with the pandemic and trying to support their children. It feels really different because it feels as though, everybody has maybe been a little less resourced. There are some big needs that are just human needs that we have not been able to get met, primarily when it comes to our social contact and our sense of community. I think over a long period of time, it really takes a toll to not be able to connect and to not be able to have the kind of contact that we're used to having. What I've seen in my work is like it has exacerbated stuff so if people were struggling with mental health stuff, going into the pandemic, I think that people have experienced like an increase in their symptoms, right? Where they feel like, oh, I can feel myself getting more depressed, or I can feel myself getting more anxious.
We all have areas in our lives where we're really rigid, like this is how things should be. And we have other areas where we're very flexible and loose. And I think a part of what characterizes, strong mental health is a degree of flexibility, being able to sort of adjust our thinking about ourselves, about our environment, and to do that with non-judgment. I think that we often bring judgment against ourselves into the equation, and that is a piece of what can make that flexibility hard.
That divide feels a little bit tricky to me, the labeling of healthy and unhealthy, just because I do think there's this tendency to want to problem solve the mind and to want to kind of and achieve this state where we can just always be healthy. Being able to allow our emotions to happen and to come in and out without too much judgment, I think it's a great place to be in. And it means that sometimes we're going to feel really sad, or we're going to feel really angry, or we're going to feel really down, and that's not going to feel good, right? But if we're not stuck there, if that's not happening where we're stuck and we feel like that's the only emotion we can feel, we're probably doing okay.
And it's really important to check on your friends who always say they're fine, because nobody's always fine. Nobody is fine every minute of every day. And just be kind to each other.
I don't think anything is beyond getting help. I think if given the proper support, these little things, just day by day, moment by moment, I think we can get through it. I don't think anyone is going to be beyond help so long as they have access to the help they need.